All right, y'all, we are live, and in about half an hour, Jerome Powell is going to announce the interest rate decision. And as we can see, guys, right now, the Bitcoin price is absolutely pumping like crazy. It is pumping like crazy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Legends have it. What's going on, Legends have it? What is going on, Royal Fresh? I'm sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I have a charging cable, guys. 18330 is a strong resistance. All right. Guys, in about half an hour, the interest rate decision will be decided. Now, here's the thing. People are already assuming that the interest rates are only going to be raised by 0.25 to 0.5 BPS. If that happens, this could be very, very bullish for the crypto markets, guys. And the reason I say that is because the context, the overall context of this market, guys, is that we are printing bullish divergences on the weekly time frame. This could lead to a major end of year rally. Okay, now I don't say this lightly, guys, I really don't. It's very, very rare that we have the coveted bullish divergence on the weekly time frame where we have the price getting lower as the momentum waves are getting higher on the weekly time frame. The coveted Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern. Okay. Now, is 18.3 resistance? 18.3 is a resistance. I'm going to get into that. But we can see that his man boobs are getting higher as the Bitcoin price is getting lower, right? Why did the Bitcoin price come down so low? Because of SBF. But he left us a hint, okay? He left us a hint. And it lies in the chesticles. Now, I want to take a look at a few things. Number one, guys, I am in some long positions, okay? I am in some long positions here. I am hoping that the price is going to keep pumping. When we take a look at these local time frames right here, I'm going to go down to the 4 hour. We can see that the VWAP is pointing up. Okay. Wow. Look at this pump, guys. Look at this crazy pump right here. This is crazy. I'm not going to lie. We could see that there is the potential here for more upside. However, there is also the potential as we approach these major areas of resistance that if the news that comes out from the Fed is bearish, that we could see a massive rejection. Right now, we are being set up on the 4 hour time frame for a potential bearish divergence with also money flow getting lower on market Cipher B. Okay, this could lead to the dreaded upside down Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern, also known as a bearish divergence. When you see those red nipples poking out, guys, and they're getting lower as the price is getting higher, that is a bearish divergence. Now, what do we have as far as support and resistance levels go? Right now, we do have resistance. We are literally at resistance right now. 18,300 is an area of resistance, and the reason for that is because if we come to this other chart here, we can see that if we go ahead and put on these levels, that this is a naked time point of control. This is a naked time point of control right here, y'all. And so, let's watch what happens as the price comes up to this level while we are waiting for this rate decision to be made, okay? 18,300, this is a key level right here. And look at how it is being respected, guys. It is being respected. Would you look at that? Levels are respected, guys. Levels are respected. Okay, so we have a 1 hour bear div. So QWERTYUIOP says 50 BPS for sure is going to be bullish, just slightly in my opinion. Max 19K. Yeah, so here's the thing, guys. Definitely, if the if the rate decision is 50 or 25, but probably 50, I think that will be bullish. Keep in mind, guys, the context is that yesterday we also did have the interest come down, right? Interest is down. And so, not interest, I'm sorry, inflation is down. Inflation is down. That was bullish. That gave us our move to the upside yesterday. And then also today we have the FOMC. That is going to either add to this bullish inflation news, or if not, it could end this rally. It could end this rally. So right now we are coming up to a crucial area of resistance, and that is this, guys. Okay, this is the doorway. We stand at the precipice of potentially a $25,000 Bitcoin. Okay, now here's why I say that. When we take a look at this structure that we have right here, it is very possible that we were simply forming a range in between the prices of $25,000 Bitcoin and $17,500 Bitcoin. Now, notice something here. There is the potential right now that this right here is simply just a deviation, right? And we are actually going to come back inside of this old range. If we do that, guys, it is very probable that we get a very fast move up and continue to fill the entire range. Similar to how if we were kind of looking potentially at a range back in the day, in the summertime, between the prices of $17,500 and $24,000, right? What happened? We came above that for a little bit, and once we came back in, we quickly filled to the bottom of the range. We could have something very similar like that happen in the opposite direction, okay? Now, something else that is interesting right now, guys, is the fact that I am getting paid just to hold long trades, okay? I'm getting paid just to hold long trades right now. I am actually having to pay the funding fee to hold a short right now. So funding is in favor of longs. That means there's more shorts than longs right now. And if large players in the market do want to fill short positions to potentially bring the price back down to hit a lower low, then it's very, very important that they are able to get liquidity from the market. And the only way they can get liquidity from the market is if the price gets pushed up higher first. So these are very, very interesting times that we find ourselves in right now. Let's check out what is happening on coinalyze.net. Okay, I'm going to go now to a 15-minute time frame. And what we can see here, guys, is wow. On the 15-minute time frame, last night, as we were consolidating in this area, we were forming very bullish CVD right here. We could see that open interest was increasing. The price was making higher lows and the CVD was getting lower. This is showing us that there were big players here, right? We could call them maybe whales, right? I'm going to draw a little picture of a whale here. This is a horrible picture of a whale. There were whales down here, and what they were doing is they were filling big limit long orders looking to push the price to the upside. And now we've actually seen, again, right here, as we were getting this move up, we were seeing the CVD getting lower and we were seeing the open interest getting higher, showing us, again, that there were bigger players in the market filling up long orders, absorbing people looking to short Bitcoin at these levels, looking for another move to the upside. And right now, we are coming up to very key areas of resistance, which, in my opinion, if we can come above them, will cause us to get a large move to the upside. Now, look at this. This is the value area from the old range, okay? The next major area of resistance that we have, first of all, we know that we're at resistance right now. 18.3 is a naked time point of control. That is why we are finding resistance right here. But if we come up a little bit higher, we see that we have that value area low of this entire macro range right here, 18.6K. Very, very important level, 18.6K. That is the next major area of resistance, and above that we have 19,126. if we come above 19,126, this will be extremely bullish. This could lead to a massive end-of-year rally, bringing us up to prices potentially all the way back up to 25K or higher. Now, if we zoom out and we go to a higher term time frame, okay, and we look at the market structure, I'm going to go to the weekly time frame right now. Let's take a look at the market structure, okay? We had very, very important support resistance flip, multiple year support resistance flip right here, okay? It was resistance in December of 2020, flipped into support in January 2021, support in the summer of 2021, support flipped into resistance this year. And so we could potentially look at this as a massive breakdown, retest, and then finally maybe bottom out. But there's no better time than now, being that it's the end of the year and that we have bullish divergence on market Cipher B, that we might get this end of year rally. Now here's the thing, guys. As you can see, I am hoping that we get an end of year rally. I am positioned long, okay? I am right now, the only short position that I am in is a short that I've been in for a while, and it's actually about to get stopped out now at the entry, okay? I'm short from almost where we're at right now, okay? And the reason I haven't closed it yet, guys, is because there is a chance we might find some kind of resistance here, okay? There is a chance we might find resistance here. But you can see I am positioned long mostly here, and I am hoping for another move to the upside if we get this bullish news, okay? I'm hoping for another move to the upside if we get some bullish news. I want to go ahead and make sure that we have our... It's smelling juicy, guys. It's smelling pretty dang juicy. It smells juicy. It looks healthy. We know what levels and confirmations we're looking for. We're using good risk management. And a whole bunch of other pictures that I have, right? Like, here's a picture of me, guys, back when I was in college and I was majoring in non-binary trans carbon emission studies, right? I've since changed my ways. As we are pumping up here, 15 minutes until this news is announced. 15 minutes, guys. The clock is ticking down. By the way, make sure to follow me on Twitter, guys, at Jason_Casper, for a chance to win $1,000 in Bitcoin at the beginning of the year. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. All right, I'm going to pull up the DXY chart right now because we have to have that ready to go. Once this news gets announced, we want to see what is going to happen to the dollar, right? What is going to happen to the dollar? Let's put on the DXY. Let's also put on S&P 500. And we are going to be watching these guys like a hawk. Now, hopefully the Fed is not like a hawk, right? Hopefully the Fed is less hawkish and a little bit more dovish when Jerome Powell comes out and gives us his announcement. Right now, guys, remember, people are expecting bullish news. People are expecting bullish news. People are expecting the dollar to come down. People are expecting the markets to rally. People are expecting crypto to rally when this news drops, right? Over 70% of people are expecting the Fed to ease off these rate hikes right now, okay? Shout out to Eduardo. He's so happy because he travels to the future and won the $1,000 prize. Awesome, man. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Bitcoin Game says, why on the 15-minute time frame was a bullish CVD and on the 5-minute was a bearish CVD div? Was there a bearish CVD divergence on the 5-minute time frame? This is not something that I am aware of. I did not see that. Did something happen to the Discord? Guys, if you were in the Discord and your role got removed, just rejoin the Discord, okay? Something happened on Discord. Everything's fine, though. Everything is fine. The dollar has a bullish div forming on the 1 hour. Guys, this could turn very bearish very quick if this news comes out bearish. And the reason is because, right? Here we are back on the Bitcoin chart. There is the potential still for a 4-hour bearish divergence. Very, very slight, but still a chance, okay? Things are becoming less and less bearish as time goes on, as we continue to get this move to the upside, right? We take a look at the S&P 500. What do we see on the S&P 500? The CPI data came out. We got a very, basically, I mean, CPI... CPI news came out, the futures market pumped, and then when the actual stock market opened, we basically came down almost to fill this gap, and then the open today has been bullish the whole time. We have about 12 minutes, guys, until this news drops. I'm very excited. I've been waiting for this all week. I'm hoping, guys, that we can... Let's mark out some key levels of resistance. So we have 18,500. We have this 4-hour level right up here, right? This is a slight area of resistance. Then, of course, we do have a golden pocket from this high at 20,655 to the low that we put in down here. These are potential areas of resistance above us. And then, of course, we do have the golden pocket from this high to this low. We're going to be watching our levels, guys. We are going to be watching these levels. We are coming above 18,300 right now. We are getting a move above it, guys. We are about 50 cents above that level right now. Let's see if we can hit the next take profit that I have here at 18,600. The reason that is my next take profit, guys, for this massive juicy long, for me at least, that I am in, is because it is the golden pocket and it is the value area low of the old range. Okay, right around this 18.6 area, guys. This green box, if we start to get another pump, is going to be our next area of resistance, where potentially I would look for a short. Now, right now, the 12-minute time frame is telling me that we have not topped out yet. The money flow is very bullish on the 12-minute time frame. It's making higher highs. The way that I identify tops, and this doesn't happen all the time, but it happens most of the time, is when we look at the 12-minute time frame and the 24-minute time frame, we will see the money flow and the momentum waves getting lower as the price is getting higher. So we would see something like this, maybe, where we see these momentum waves getting lower, the money flow getting lower, giving us that coveted upside down uneven butt cheek pattern, where we have that very juicy left butt cheek over here on the left and that skinny butt cheek on the right. Okay, very juicy, very plump. It's like a butterball turkey, fresh on Thanksgiving Day, injected with a whole bunch of synthetic things to make it nice and large. And then on the right side, we have that small, skinny, uneven butt cheek, very skinny. How did she end up with this type of anatomy? Probably from squatting and deadlifting with bad form. Okay. The right butt cheek, very weak, very emaciated, just like the waitress at the diner. The one with the Brooklyn accent and the raspy old voice. 'Cause she smokes too many cigarettes, you know what I'm talking about. It's all about the butt cheeks, guys. That's what it's all about over here. So we have level number 1, 18.3. Level number 2, 18.6. There is an intermediate level around here, 18.5-ish, where we have that 4-hour level. Let's put that on the chart. This is resistance. These are the levels to the upside, guys. The 3 levels to the upside right now. Make sure to like the video, guys. We have 1,000 people watching, only 200 likes. We did a giveaway yesterday, a $500 giveaway, because we got 1,000 likes. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes on this video. We might do another $500 giveaway. We'll have to see. Shout out to Royal Fresh, who says, if you're feeling sick, don't forget to pop a couple of Vitalic Buterins. That's true. I usually take a couple of Vitalic Buterins whenever I have a headache. And it always works for me. Don't know about y'all, but it always works for me. 7 minutes. 7 minutes, guys. Until this news comes out. When 6 Juanita? Well, okay, so 6 Juanita is right here. Alright? This golden pocket to be aware of. If we take our fib from this wick that we got on Tuesday, November 8th, a very epic day, to this low, we can see that we have the 618 Fibonacci level coming in right here at 18,681, okay? The 618 Fibonacci level, very probable to give us a rejection. See, here's the thing. I've never had a girlfriend in my life, and the reason is because I'm too shy to talk to women. And it goes back to the time that I was in high school, and I had a crush on this woman, and her name was 6 Juanita. 6 Juanita, okay? I was absolutely in love with her, and I tried to ask her out on a date, and guess what? She rejected me. She absolutely rejected me, and I was left standing there all alone, okay? Very, very upset that I had been rejected. It broke my heart. I thought maybe I could have a chance with her older sister. Now, her older sister lived up here at about 19.1 to 19.3K Bitcoin Ave. Now, her older sister was very beautiful, okay? She had gorgeous blonde hair, plump lips, okay? Beautiful blue eyes, all right? And, same deal, guys. When I asked out her older sister, also, I got a huge rejection. And from this point on, I realized that I was never going to have love in my life. And that's when I decided to become a day trader and live in the basement and trade Bitcoin all day. This was back in like 2005. I was the first Bitcoin trader ever, guys. 5 minutes until the news is released, guys. 5 minutes. Bitcoin Game says, what about ETH? We will be taking a look at ETH as well, but I want this news to drop first, okay? I want this news to drop first. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. God bless all of you. God bless all of you. Am I looking to party? I'm looking fresh today, right? You know why? Because I'm wearing a wool coat, man. I'm wearing a wool coat. Underneath the wool coat, still got a Market Cipher tank top on. You know what? It is what it is. Okay, we are holding resistance right here. We are holding resistance at this 18.3. We're a little bit above it. So we are going to go check out right now an order flow chart to see what is happening live right here. What is happening? I'm going to see if I can adjust this this window right here because I want to make sure that we can see everything as clearly as possible. So give me 1 second, guys. Bear with me. I'm going to make myself smaller as well so that we can see what is happening here. Okay, so guys, right now we can see that we have open interest is increasing. This means trades are opening. We even did have right here in this area, we did have even more bullish CVD, right? We've had bullish CVD forming pretty much all night and all day, right? This entire time. We've had volume increasing in general over this time as well. Right now, this last move that we've had to the upside, we've had more volume here than we had pretty much during this entire little consolidation, just looking at this chart right here. CVD is pretty much topped out, okay? Meaning people right now are longing, right? People right now are entering longs. And what else is interesting about this move to the upside that we've had so far, 3 minutes until news is announced, is that we have had shorts even opening up in this area here. People have been trying to short in some of these areas, and the shorts keep getting squeezed. Look at this. This entire zone here, people were opening up shorts. We see shorts opening, shorts opening, shorts opening, shorts opening. These shorts are acting as fuel to push the price up higher, okay? We can even see, if we come down to a lower time frame, that even before this last big move to the upside, like right here, we had a lot of shorts opening up. People were trying to short the Bitcoin price, and big time, tons of shorts opening up. Boom, fuel to push us more to the upside. We have 2 minutes, guys, until the news comes out. We're starting to get a massive dump right here. Oh my goodness, we're starting to get a massive, massive dump right here. And now we are getting a massive pump, okay? A massive dump to a massive pump. Has the news come out yet? I don't know. People are getting excited. The music is playing in the background. Can we pump this Bitcoin price, guys? Yes or no? Can we pump this Bitcoin price, guys? Yes or no? What is going to happen right now? My hopes and dreams, will they be shattered or will they be realized, aka realized profits? I don't know. The candlestick is going up. The candlestick is going down. We have 1 minute until Jerome Powell comes out and changes the course of history forever. We have our resistances above us. We have our supports below us. We're definitely not going to be able to go on a date with this chick here. She's rejected us for sure. Okay, let's see what's happening now. Wow. Wow. Okay, this is very interesting, guys. We had a big decrease of open interest all of a sudden. Big decrease of open interest all of a sudden right here. Boom, a whole bunch of longs just closed out of their positions right here. We're currently getting a little bounce from VWAP. And now, interestingly enough, longs are opening up. Longs are opening up right here. We've had people longing this. Okay? It's 2 o'clock. The news has been released. What has happened? Let's go to forexfactory.com and refresh the page to take a look and see if we can see anything yet. Okay? Uh-oh. It's still being decided. Okay, it was 50 BPS, guys. 50 BPS. It's exactly as predicted. Exactly as predicted. 50 BPS. How is the market reacting to this news? Let's check out the dollar. The dollar is getting a pump. Interesting. Interesting. This news was supposed to be bullish for the crypto markets and bearish potentially for the dollar, because if we take a look at forexfactory.com, it says that actual being greater for the forecast is bullish for the currency. If it's bullish for the currency, it's bearish for risk assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. We are starting, guys. We are starting now to consolidate here. The market is having a period of indecision. People don't know what to do. Okay? Let's see right now. Is Jerome Powell live right now? Or is it still... Let's see. This is the press conference. I don't know. Okay, it's at 2:30. Press conference is at 2:30, guys. We're going to watch Jerome Powell speak at 2:30. But in the meantime, right now, we are watching this Bitcoin price as we potentially don't pump, guys. As we potentially don't pump. What is going on here? Has your boy Jay Casper been front run? Are we going to dump down? Are we? I don't know. I can't answer that. Okay? I can't answer that, but here's the thing, guys. If we lose 17,500, that is very bearish. That is very bearish if we lose 17,500. Okay? We are dumping down right now, guys. We are absolutely dumping down. Oh my goodness. The markets are tanking. Oh my goodness. The 1 minute time frame, guys. Putting in a lower low. Wow. The decision must have been made. People, oh my goodness. What is happening here? Oh my goodness. We are tanking, guys. Tanking. Oh my, all my profits, guys. Gone! Gone! I was expecting to hit $18,600 take profit. Instead, I have just come down $2,000 of unrealized. Oh my goodness. Now what is happening now? Are we starting to get a bounce? Is this the end or is it not? I'm on the edge of my seat, guys. I'm on the edge of my seat. Let's see what the S&P 500 has done. Dumped like crazy, guys. This is the 4-hour time frame. S&P 500 in the last 3 minutes. Wow! Talk about a move to the downside. S&P 500 in the past few minutes has come down 1.2%. The dollar. Massive pump. This is the kind of candlestick us moon boys dream about. This is the kind of candlestick Carl from the moon dreams about when he puts a trade in over on ByBit. And shout out to Carl from the moon, by the way, for sponsoring this content. Me and him do have a movie coming out very soon in theaters. Check it out.
Hello, I would like to get a Big Mac meal.
Okay, guys. So, that movie will be in theaters very soon. Shout out to Carl for taking me to McDonald's in his Maserati. It was a great time. Guys, make sure to like the video. If we can get 1,000 likes, maybe we'll do another giveaway. We have 1,000 people in here, only 400 likes. Does horrible things to a man's self-esteem. The dollar is starting to, potentially here, get a little pullback. Okay, get a little pullback. Bitcoin potentially getting a little bounce. So let's see. We came up to an area of resistance, clear resistance, 18.3 time point of control. We have had this marked on our charts, guys, for weeks over in the VIP Discord. By the way, if you do want to join the community, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. We've been killing it, guys, over in the community. Now, let's see. I'm going to pull a local fib here because now we are going to see if a rejection is going to take place here. If a rejection is going to take place here. Now, again, we have the local 618. We know she did not go out with me. Her younger sister did not date me. Okay? These women would not date me. Let's see what happens, guys, because right now, as we come back up to this area, all right, let's go to the 24-minute time frame. Would you look at this, guys? We have come down to, let's just analyze what has just happened here in hindsight, okay? Wow. Shout out to everybody who dislikes the video. May God bless you all in Jesus' name. May God bless everybody who likes this video in Jesus' name. May your families be blessed. May everybody be blessed. May God bless everybody. We have come down, guys, to a pretty interesting area of support. Would you look at this? Would you look at that, guys? And depending on how we want to pull this too, right? We could pull this from this low down here, this low right here. If we pull it from this low right here, we came right to the golden pocket. Now here's the thing, okay? 6 Juanita, she will not date you because you have been put in what's known as the friend zone, guys. Okay, you think she likes you, but she only hangs out with you because you help her with her algebra homework, right? But she will still be there to give you support. When your heart is broken, she will be there to give you support, okay? And potentially also her sister, 786 may also be there to give you support as well. They won't date you, but they will offer you a shoulder to cry on, okay? This one will offer you her chin to cry on as well. You can wipe your tears on this luscious carpet down here on the chin, okay? Now people say she looks like me. Okay, guys, so we're getting that bounce. Objectively speaking, we have bearish divergence on the 24-minute time frame. What we want to look for right now, guys, is a potential retest here, coming back up into this zone. You know what? Actually, let's put on our 382 fib. Okay, so we're at the 382 fib. If this is going to result in a big move to the downside, I mean, really, we should be looking for some kind of rejection from this zone, guys. You know, this could be a big move down. I'm not going to lie. This could be a bigger move down. I'm hoping it's not, man. I'm really hoping it's not. Okay, I've still got my take profit set at 18,600, guys. I've still got my take profit set at 18,600, okay? Let's see how this goes here, man. The news just came out. Now, technically, this should be bullish news, right? This technically should be bullish news. By the way, shout out to everybody who took the AVAX trade from last week's VIP altcoin stream. We are doing a VIP altcoin stream tomorrow. Let's see if we can find some juicy setups there. Man, guys, I'll be honest with you. I was indeed hoping that we were going to get another move to the upside, but it's not over until the fat lady sings, my friends. Why are we not holding 18K? Yeah, that is bearish. That is bearish. Shout out to Gamer Anonymous who caught that skirt, baby. From 18,320. Caught the skirt. Okay. All right. Shout out to Aaron G in the house. All right. 22 minutes until Powell speaks, guys. Let's hope for some settling of this. Let's see what he has to say. Let's see if he's hawkish or if he's dovish. Right? The interest rate decision has been made, guys. The interest rate decision has been made. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour bearish divergence is officially printing here, guys. Let's check out our 4 hour time frame right here. Guys, you know, here's the truth. And I said this at the beginning of the stream. And I said this morning in the Discord. If we can't hold 18K, guys, and if this confirms 4 hour momentum and money flow getting lower, okay? If we start to print another 4 hour red dot here, in my opinion, that could really be the end of this rally, okay? That could really be the end of this rally, guys. Sheesh, man. Sheesh! That is just wild. That really is, guys. Man, this is wild. This is wild. All right, we're starting to creep back up a little bit, guys. 20 minutes until Jerome Powell speaks. So let's hop into the chat right now. See what you guys think. Make sure to like the video, guys. If we can get those 1,000 likes, perhaps we will do another $500 giveaway. I just got a notification from my exchange, MEXC. By the way, guys, MEXC, if you're looking for an exchange with 0 limit order fees and 33% discount on market fees, MEXC, if you use my affiliate link in the description, you can take advantage of that. Guys, I'm not here to shill exchanges, but it's a legitimate good deal. And if you already know how to trade, take advantage of it if you want to. If you don't know how to trade, don't ever sign up to an exchange. Ever. Learn how to trade first. All right, so you guys are saying, are we going up with the shorts? Hold tight. Here's the thing. I don't know. I don't know. We have to wait for things to settle. Should you short now or wait to settle? Raza, I cannot answer that question for you guys. It all depends on your own risk management plan. Okay? For example, I'm a huge advocate of only risking 1% per trade. Sometimes less. So if you can enter right here with your stop loss above the high and risk 1%, and if your target is, let's say, down at these lows, then by all means, that's a trade setup that fits in your risk management plan. But if you can't do that, don't take the trade, right? It really depends on your risk management plan and what your trading plan is, right? Guys, risk management is very, very important, right? I understand that some people don't think it's important, but it is important, guys. You have to make sure that you have the confirmations that you're looking for on Market Cipher B, okay? You have to have a strategy to enter the trade, and you have to have a risk management plan in place in order to prevent you from taking losses bigger than what you can take. And when I say bigger than what you can take, is you have to have that risk under lock, so that even if you're taking a loss, 2, 3, you can still be profitable over time. That is what's most important, okay? That is what is most important. Okay, guys, Let's see what's happening. I'm going to go back to an order flow chart. We do have 1 minute uneven butt cheeks on the 1 minute time frame, right? We see the left cheek full of ravioli, the right butt cheek nice and skinny over here on the 1 minute, like this, like this. Okay, price is getting higher. It's not getting lower. We're going to see what's happening on an order flow chart right now. We're going to go to coinanalyze.net. We're going to go to the 1 minute time frame, okay? Wow, massive decrease of open interest on this drop, guys. A lot of trades just got closed out. A lot of longs just got absolutely squeezed, you know? So, this, honestly, guys, remember, this is why it's so important to buy low and sell high, right? It's so important to buy low and sell high. Even if things are bullish, never enter a long when we are pumping up into an area of resistance, right? It's just not the thing to do. Okay, we're starting to get a move to the upside. Let's go back to exo charts here to see if we can get more detail on what is happening very locally here. All right, wow. Wow, we've had a lot of volume come in. So basically, guys, we had a whole bunch of longs get absolutely wrecked on this first drop. A whole bunch of longs opened up again, got absolutely wrecked on the second drop. Right now, we can see potentially some shorts. There's a lot of shorts opening up here, okay? Depending on what happens here will determine, in my opinion, whether or not we see more upside or more downside. Because if this level can hold right here, and these shorts can't push the price down lower, then potentially we might see another move up. Okay? Now, I do have to say, after this drop, we have had a few bearish things happen. We have had 12-minute bearish divergences confirmed. We have had 24-minute bearish divergences confirmed. We have had 1 hour bearish divergences start to print. We have had 4-hour bearish divergences begin to form. Okay? I am not joking around, guys. This is serious. This is serious. The last time we had a 4-hour bearish divergence with the money flow coming down, do you know what day that was? It was the weekend before Tuesday, November 8th. I'll never forget it. It happened right here, guys. Oh my goodness. Bearish div. Money flow getting lower. It predicted the FTX dump. Okay? It predicted the FTX dump. There was secret footage of SBF hanging upside down outside from the trees. It was the harbinger of things yet to come. Okay, why is the left man boob larger than the right one? The answer is complicated, guys. Biology is a tough subject. But fat does not evenly distribute around your body. You may have noticed, hey man, my arms are pretty shredded. I got some jacked biceps, but this beer gut, man, I just can't lose it. Why is that? It's the same reason why Bitcoin dumped on Tuesday, November 8th. Okay? It's because of the uneven distribution of the adipose tissue on the sternum of the owner of the second largest exchange in the world. How's the dollar doing, guys? Right now, DXY has gotten a large, bullish engulfing candlestick, and now we are forming what looks to be a bull flag. Money flow and momentum is getting higher on the one. We have bullish divergences, as Royal Fresh, I think it was Royal Fresh mentioned, on the hourly time frame. Okay? Pretty much looking the opposite of the way Bitcoin looks right now. How is S&P 500 doing while we are waiting for Jerome Powell to speak? S&P 500, guys, pretty much the same as Bitcoin. We've had a massive gap to the downside. If we take a look at the 12-minute time frame right now, oh my goodness, we've had bearish divergences. Would you believe that? Bearish divs. This is looking quite bearish for S&P 500. And guys, let's keep in mind the fact that the S&P 500 is at a key area of resistance when we zoom out of the chart here. Wow, this could be a make it or break it day. This could be a historical day for Bitcoin, guys. Make sure to like the video. On the count of 3, hit that like button. 1, 2, 3. Smash it up, man. FOMO into the like button. Pretend the like button is this DXY candlestick getting a massive pump to the moon. You don't want to be sitting on the sidelines when the like button is pumping on the Jason Casper YouTube channel. All right. Okay, guys. We have about 13 minutes until the man himself speaks. And I do have to say that this right here is not looking too bullish, okay? In fact, I might take some profits on the long, man. But it's hard to say, right? Because we're literally where we were yesterday, right? We're literally where we were yesterday. 17,500 is really my key level, guys. It's really my key level, 17,500. Shout out to everybody who disliked the video. May the Lord bless you, and I pray you find some content that you're looking for that can satisfy the longing of your soul, okay? Now, I know I might not satisfy the longing of your soul, but I'm sure Tom Crown, great YouTuber, check him out. Much more professional than me, okay? Much fewer lame jokes than me. It's hard being a dad, guys. You can't help the dad jokes, okay? You can't help the dad jokes. Shout out to Nadeem, who's making insane profits when he watches me on YouTube. Hey, bro. You know, whatever works. Okay. Shout out to Tyler Wood. Shorted the like button once, and he's still scared to trade. Yeah, don't short the Jason Casper like button, guys. Okay, do not short. Do not short. Do not short. Oh my goodness, that reminds me of a hilarious joke. Guys, I hate YouTube copyright strikes, you know, because then I can't show or say the things that I do want to say and show, you know what I'm saying? So, pretty soon, guys, this FOMC press conference is going to go live. Our man himself, Mr. Powell, Jerome, is going to be speaking. Bitcoin has gotten a massive move to the downside. We had a deviation outside of this local value area. We are back inside. We have come down to 6 Juanita. Okay, again, 6 Juanita. Although she will not go out with us on a date and will often reject us, she will offer us some support. And now we are holding above the point of control of the range. So 17,875 is currently a key level, okay? When we look at the order flow chart, we actually do see, guys, some pretty bullish CVD right here. This is actually bullish, so long as we can hold a higher low. Okay, here's why this could be bullish. Now keep in mind, we are at key areas of resistance right now. So we have to take these bullish divergences with a grain of salt. We have bearish divergences on some very high time frames. Okay? But technically right now, this is bullish CVD because we have made a higher low in price and a lower low on CVD with an increase of open interest. This is showing us that there's a lot of people right now FOMOing short because they think we're going to dump lower. We very well may. This CVD may be going to push us down lower. It will only be bullish if there are actually whales down here looking to push the price up one more time for one massive pump, okay? There might not be whales here, or there might be some whales, but they're not that big of whales, right? They might be small whales, and they can't take all the shorting that's coming in, and then the whales will actually fall to the bottom of the ocean, okay? But we can see right now we do have a divergence in CVD. Let's go to the 5-minute chart here. Look at this, guys. We can see the people shorting right here. People are shorting. Look at this. Wow. We've got an 8.6 million volume candle, a 13 million volume candle, 6.2 million shorts, 7 million shorts, 9 million shorts. We have like 14, 15 million shorts opening up here. And price is getting higher. Negative delta. CVD coming down, but price is getting higher. Could there be absorption here? Could we see absorption of shorts underneath VWAP for another move to the upside? Time will only tell, guys. Time will only tell. Based on what I see here, guys, I think there's more. There's a bigger chance now that we come down. Based on this 12-minute divergence, based on this 1-hour divergence, if this 1-hour divergence confirms here. Again, the key level, for, in my opinion, to hold is going to be this. The area between the golden pocket and the 786. This is key. If we lose this, guys, it could be a smooth move down. It was a smooth move up. It could be a smooth move down. Jerome Powell speaks in 8 minutes. S&P 500 is rejecting right now from key resistance. This is the weekly time frame. For 3 weeks, we've been grinding up against this resistance. We have the golden pocket. We have the value area low of this massive range. Okay? This is make it or break it, guys. This really is make it or break it. If we can reclaim this level, I think there's a good chance we could come back up to 4,300 on the S&P 500. Right? This is our next major area of resistance. If we cannot reclaim this trend line, where's our next place to go? Down to the 3,700 level, at least. If we lose 3,700, personally, I think it could get bearish. But, I mean, this is way too far in advance to tell right now, guys. This is way too far in advance to tell. This is the weekly time frame, okay? This is the weekly time frame. Bitcoin is holding on for dear life here. We're starting to drip down with bearish candlesticks. The bearish candlesticks are starting to drip, guys. Okay? It's like you're on an IV and there's an air bubble in there and you see it coming down. It's going to come into your arm, and if that air bubble gets in, bad things could happen to you, but there's nothing you can do. You just have to sit there and watch it. Oh no, we're dripping down. This purple color is making me a little bit depressed. I'm going to have to change it to blue. Change it to blue here. Okay, there we go. This is much better, guys. This is much better. See, it's the 90s, guys. Purple candles can identify as blue candles. Blue can identify as purple. There's no difference between a bullish and a bearish candle. Okay? Now, that might sound crazy to you, but honestly, guys, this is truly what I believed back when I was in college. When I was majoring in non-binary trans carbon emission studies. You know? We're dumping, guys. We're dumping. Guys, if you appreciate the content, make sure to like and subscribe. If we can get 1,000 likes, maybe we'll do another giveaway. We'll have to see. Let's see. Okay, Jerome Powell speaking in 5 minutes, guys. DXY. Just hanging out. SPX. Just hanging out, guys. Let's go to the 12-minute time frame. Okay, SPX is hanging out. I am very curious to see how Pump It Powell himself will address the current economic conditions. All right, I'm going to put back on my purple candles. All right, please forgive me for being so bigoted, but what can I do, guys? I'm a boomer. I'm stuck in my ways. Once my generation dies off, the world will be a better place. Everybody will own nothing, and we'll all be very happy about it. Okay. It's 2:26 p.m. We have 4 minutes until Pump It Powell speaks. 4 minutes until the speech. We're starting to pump, guys. We're starting to pump. Let's check out the 5-minute time frame. Let's check out our CVD chart right here on coinalize.net. This is looking kind of bullish. Are we going to dump or are we going to pump? That is the question. Are we going to dump or are we going to pump? We won't know. We're going to dump. They can smell like whatever you want them to smell like, my friend. Let's go, guys. 3 minutes until Jerome Powell. All right, let's pump it. Let's pump it. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pump. Bullish CBD on the Bitcoin, baby. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pump. Pump the Bitcoin. Let's go. Yeah. Oh. Let's go, baby. Let's pump this Bitcoin. Pump this Bitcoin. Come on. We long out here. We long. Come on. Let's pump it. It's not over until the fat lady sings. Jerome Powell speaking in 2 minutes. Let's go. We gonna dump. No, we gonna pump. We gonna dump. No, we gonna pump. We gonna dump. No, we gonna pump. Pump the Bitcoin. Let's go. Yeah. This one goes out to 6 Juanita, who wouldn't date me back in high school. All right, guys. JP, my man, is about to speak. We are going to tune into the Jerome Powell speech right now. Okay. We're going to listen to what he has to say. We're going to listen to what he has to say. Shout out to Bitcoin Game. I'm glad we could pump the price for you, my friend. I am glad we could pump the price for you. All right, let's head on over to good old federalreserve.gov. When I hear that website name, it sends shivers down my spine. Makes me think about the depreciation of the purchasing power of my currency that I've had since 1913, guys. I was saving cash for my great-great-grandchildren, and now it's only worth 3% of what it was back in 1913. Okay, I'm very excited for this press conference. We got some good press conference music, too. Here he comes, guys. Shout out to Jerome Powell. My man. With the plan. The Federal Reserve. Ain't nothing federal about him. But here he comes out. Hope he has his teleprompter ready. Guys, make sure to like the video. We got 1,000 people, only 800 likes. Let's get 200 likes during this Jerome Powell speech. It's quiet. It's quiet. I don't know what's going on. We've got some dead air. The Pump It song did work a little bit, guys. Let's see what's happening. Ooh, now we're starting to dump. Jerome Powell's coming out. Everybody's shorting. Everybody's short on Jerome Powell. Here he is.
Good afternoon. Before I go into the details of today's meeting, I'd like to underscore for the American people that we understand the hardship that high inflation is causing and that we are strongly committed to bringing inflation back down to our 2% goal. Over the course of the year, we've taken forceful actions to tighten the stance of monetary policy. We've covered a lot of ground, and the full effects of our rapid tightening so far are yet to be felt. Even so, we have more work to do. Price stability is the responsibility of the Federal Reserve and serves as the bedrock of our economy. Without price stability, the economy doesn't work for anyone. In particular, without price stability, we will not achieve a sustained period of strong labor market conditions that benefit all. Today, the FOMC raised our policy interest rate by a 0.5 percentage point. We continue to anticipate that ongoing increases will be appropriate in order to attain a stance of monetary policy that is sufficiently restrictive to return inflation to 2% over time. In addition, we're continuing the process of significantly reducing the size of our balance sheet. Restoring price stability will likely require maintaining a restrictive policy stance for some time. I'll have more to say about today's monetary policy actions after briefly reviewing economic developments. The U.S. economy has slowed significantly from last year's rapid pace. Although real GDP rose at a pace of 2.9% last quarter, it is roughly unchanged through the first 3 quarters of this year. Recent indicators point to modest growth of spending and production this quarter. Growth in consumer spending has slowed from last year's rapid pace, in part reflecting lower real disposable income and tighter financial conditions. Activity in the housing sector has weakened significantly, largely reflecting higher mortgage rates. Higher interest rates and slower output growth also appear to be weighing on business fixed investment. As shown in our summary of economic projections, the median projection for real GDP growth stands at just 0.5% this year and next, well below the median estimate of the longer-run normal growth rate. Despite the slowdown in growth, the labor market remains extremely tight, with the unemployment rate near a 50-year low, job vacancies still very high, and wage growth elevated. Job gains have been robust, with employment rising by an average of 272,000 jobs per month over the last 3 months. Although job vacancies have moved below their highs and the pace of job gains has slowed from earlier in the year, the labor market continues to be out of balance, with demand substantially exceeding the supply of available workers. The labor force participation rate is little changed since the beginning of the year. FOMC participants expect supply and demand conditions in the labor market to come into better balance over time, easing upward pressures on wages and prices. The median projection in the SEP for the unemployment rate rises to 4.6% at the end of next year. Inflation remains well above our longer-run goal of 2%. Over the 12 months ending in October, total PCE prices rose 6%. Excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 5%. In November, the 12-month change in the CPI was 7.1%, and the change in the core CPI was 6%. The inflation data received so far for October and November show a welcome reduction in the monthly pace of price increases. But it will take substantially more evidence to give confidence that inflation is on a sustained downward path. Price pressures remain evident across a broad range of goods and services. Russia's war against Ukraine has boosted prices for energy and food and has contributed to upward pressure on inflation. The median projection in the SEP for total PCE inflation is 5.6% this year and falls to 3.1% next year, 2.5% in 2024, and 2.1% in 2025. Participants continue to see risks to inflation as weighted to the upside. Despite elevated inflation, longer-term inflation expectations appear to remain well anchored, as reflected in a broad range of surveys of households, businesses, and forecasters, as well as measures from financial markets. But that is not grounds for complacency. The longer the current bout of high inflation continues, the greater the chance that expectations of higher inflation will become entrenched. The Fed's monetary policy actions are guided by our mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. My colleagues and I are acutely aware that high inflation imposes significant hardship as it erodes purchasing power, especially for those least able to meet the higher costs of essentials like food, housing, and transportation. We are highly attentive to the risks that high inflation poses to both sides of our mandate, and we are strongly committed to returning inflation to our 2% objective. At today's meeting, the committee raised the target range for the federal funds rate by a 0.5 percentage point, bringing the target range to 4.25% to 4.5%. And we are continuing the process of significantly reducing the size of our balance sheet. With today's action, we have raised interest rates by 4.25 percentage points this year. We continue to anticipate that ongoing increases in the target range for the federal funds rate will be appropriate in order to attain a stance of monetary policy that is sufficiently
All
restrictive
right, guys, we
to
have
return
a
inflation
4-hour
to 2%
bearish
over
dip
time.
printing here. Okay, this is
Over the course of the year,
this could be serious.
financial conditions have tightened significantly in response to our policy actions. Financial conditions fluctuate in the short term in response to many factors, but it is important that over time they reflect the policy restraint that we're putting in place to return inflation to 2%. We are seeing the effects on demand in the most interest-sensitive sectors of the economy, such as housing. It will take time, however, for the full effects of monetary restraint to be realized, especially on inflation. In light of the cumulative tightening of monetary policy and the lags with which monetary policy affects economic activity and inflation, the committee decided to raise interest rates by 50 basis points today, a step down from the 75 basis point pace seen over the previous 4 meetings. Of course, 50 basis points is still a historically large increase, and we still have some ways to go. As shown in the SEP, the median projection for the appropriate level of the federal funds rate is 5.1% at the end of next year, a half percentage point higher than projected in September. The median projection is 4.1% at the end of 2024 and 3.1% at the end of 2025, still above the median estimate of its longer run value. Of course, these projections do not represent a committee decision or plan, and no one knows with any certainty where the economy will be a year or more from now.
Guys, let's get 1,000 likes during this JP
Our
speech.
decisions will depend on the totality of incoming data and their implications for the outlook for economic activity
Everyone
and
just hits the like
inflation.
button. We'll have 1,000 likes.
And we will continue
Let's
to
see
make
what
our
we can do.
decisions
Maybe we'll
meeting
do a
by
giveaway,
meeting
guys.
and communicate our
Depends on
thinking
how
as
much I
clearly
lose
as
on this
possible.
Bitcoin crash.
We're taking forceful steps to moderate demand so that it comes into better alignment with supply. Our overarching focus is using our tools to bring inflation back down to our 2% goal and to keep longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Reducing inflation is likely to require a sustained period of below-trend growth and some softening of labor market conditions. Restoring price stability is essential to set the stage for achieving maximum employment and stable prices over the long run. The historical record cautions strongly against prematurely loosening policy. We will stay the course until the job is done. To conclude, we understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission. We at the Fed will do everything we can to achieve our maximum employment and price stability goals. Thank you. I will look forward to your questions.
Steve Leisman, CNBC. Thanks for
All
taking
right,
my
guys,
question,
you heard
Mr.
it.
Chairman. You just talked about the importance of
50
market
BPS.
conditions reflecting the policy restraint you put in place. Since the November meeting, the 10-year has declined by 60 basis points. Mortgage rates have come down. High-yield credit spreads have come in. The economy's accelerated, and the stock market's up 6%. Is this loosening of financial conditions a problem for the Fed in its effort and its fight against inflation? And if so, do you need to do something about that, and how would you do something about that? Thank you.
So as I mentioned, it is important that overall financial conditions continue to reflect the policy restraint that we're putting in place to bring inflation down to 2%. We think that financial conditions have tightened significantly in the past year, but our policy actions work through financial conditions, and those in turn affect economic activity, the labor market, and inflation. So what we control is our policy moves and the communications that we make. Financial conditions both anticipate and react to our actions. I would add that our focus is not on short-term moves, but on persistent moves, and many things, of course, move financial conditions over time. I would say it's our judgment today that we're not at a sufficiently restrictive policy stance yet, which is why we say that we would expect that ongoing hikes would be appropriate. And I would point you to the SEP, again, for our current assessment of what that peak level will be. As you will have seen, 19 people filled out the SEP this time, and 17 of those 19 wrote down a peak rate of 5% or more, in the fives. So that's our best assessment today for what we think the peak rate will be. You will also know that at each subsequent SEP during the course of this year, we've actually increased our estimate of what that peak rate will be. And today, the SEP that were published shows that, again, that overwhelmingly FOMC participants believe that inflation risks are to the upside. So I can't tell you confidently that we won't move up our estimate of the peak rate again at the next SEP. I don't know what we'll do. It will depend on future data. What we're writing down today is our best estimate of what we think that peak rate will be based on what we know. Obviously, if the inflation data come in worse, that could move up, and it could move down if inflation data are softer.
Gina.
Gina Smilik, New York Times. Thanks for taking our questions. The SEP, like you mentioned, suggests that the Fed will be making another 3/4 percentage points worth of rate increases in 2023. I wonder if you would foresee that being in 25 basis point increments, 50 basis point increments, sort of how you see the speed playing out going forward. And then I wonder what you're looking at as you determine when to stop.
Yeah. As I've been saying, as we've gone through the course of this year, as we lifted off and got into the course of the year,
well, guys,
and we saw how strong inflation was and how
this
persistent,
is interesting.
It was very important to move quickly.
Shout out
In fact,
to
the
ABC
speed,
Def.
the pace with which we were moving
Order
was
hit
the
at
most important thing.
18,400. That's
I think now that we're
pretty
coming
cool.
to the end of this year, we've raised 425 basis points.
Okay,
this
the
year.
100 leverage, guys.
And,
Here's the thing: 100 leverage long. Look, it's not really 100x leverage, guys. Once my trade's in profit, I crank the leverage up so I have more margin to put on shorts. I don't keep a lot of money on my accounts. So
that will become the most important question. But I would say the most important question now is no longer the speed. So, and that applies to February as well. So I think we'll make the February decision based on the incoming data.
I took some profits on
where
this.
we see financial conditions, where we see the economy.
I'm not playing that game. I'm taking my money.
The key thing. But for that decision. But ultimately, that question about how high to raise rates is going to be one that we make looking at our progress on inflation, looking at where financial conditions are, and making an assessment of whether policy is restrictive enough. I've told you today we have an assessment that we're not at a restrictive enough stance, even with today's move, and we've laid out our individual assessments of what we would need to do to get there. At a certain point, though, we'll get to that point, and then the question will be how long do we stay there? And the strong view on the committee is that we'll need to stay there, until we're really confident that inflation's coming down in a sustained way, and we think that will be some time. Now, why do I say that? If you look at you can break inflation down into three sort of buckets. The first is goods inflation, and we see now, as we've been expecting really for a year and a half, that supply conditions would get better, and ultimately supply chains get fixed, and demand settles down a little bit and maybe goes back to services a little bit, and we start to see goods inflation coming down. We're now starting to see that in this report and the last one. Then you go to housing services. We know the story there is that housing services inflation has been very, very high and will continue to go up, actually, as rents expire and have to be renewed. They're going to be renewed into a market where rates are higher than they were when the original leases were signed. But we see that the new leases that the rate for new leases is coming down. So once we work our way through that backlog, that inflation will come down sometime next year. The third piece, which is something like 55% of the index, PCE, core inflation index, is non-housing related core services. And that's really a function of the labor market largely. The biggest cost by far in that sector is labor. And we do see a very, very strong labor market, one where we haven't seen much softening, where job growth is very high, where wages are very high, vacancies are quite elevated, and really there's an imbalance in the labor market between supply and demand. So that part of it, which is the biggest part,
the DXY is
likely
crashing.
to take a substantial period to get down. The goods inflation has turned pretty quickly now, after not turning at all for a year and a half. Now,
all right, let's pause our good friend here. All right, let's give him a pause. Let's pause. And so, let's just take a look objectively here at the charts, guys. Let's take a look at the charts. So we got our news. We are dumping right now. 4-hour time frame on market Cipher Beam. Let's get a little music back on, all right? Let's get a little music back on here. 4-hour time frame, guys. Market Cipher B. Printing a bearish divergence. Now, again, this is making me quite bearish here. Because, again, the last time we had this, guys, was right before that big dump on Tuesday, November 8th. Okay, this is the last time we had bear div on the 4-hour. It was in this zone right here as we're coming up to a key area of resistance. Now, are we at key resistance? I mean, guys, the answer is yes, we are at key resistance. Okay. We are at key resistance. We are at 18.3. It's a naked time point of control. Also, we have gotten a CDW of this high at around 18,116, give or take. But really, this naked time point of control, guys, this was the level. We've had it on the chart marked out. In fact, let's see here. We have had this on the chart in the VIP Discord for a very long time, looking for a short from this level. Right, we've been looking at this 18.3 level because of this time point of control for quite some time, okay? We want to see 24-minute bear div, 12-minute bear div with money flow decrease. Did we see the 12-minute money flow decrease? The answer is no. We did not see that decrease, okay? We actually saw an increase. So this, to me, is an unclear top signal, but we might not just dump right from here, guys. We might actually put in some kind of a range. In fact, this is what we should be looking at, right? We might dump from here, but it's also possible that we put in some kind of a range, right? So, right now, I would say that we've got our lows down here. We've got our highs up here. Let's be looking at this as a potential range right now. If we're going to get a retracement, what we can do is we can pull our fib from the low to the high. Put on the 786, okay, and we should say, you know, we could look for an entry around this zone right here. Potentially, we might reject from 382 if it's a very intense rejection. But this is what we would do if we're gonna look to get in on a lower high, okay. So we will have to see what happens, or potentially we do make a higher high. This might not be a crazy rejection, right? It might not be. All right, y'all. Well, it's been a good stream. It's been a good stream. It's been an emotional stream, guys. Yo. It's been an emotional stream. Shout out to Hunter getting cooked on bad trades wasted. I'm not still listening to JP, guys. I'm not. He said what he had to say. Now people are just asking him questions. Shout out to Trappa Holik, who's short since 18,300. That's cool. That is cool. Yeah, we had some crazy moves today, guys. It's been a good one, man. Man, God bless all of you guys. God bless all of you guys. Am I okay? Guys, I'm drained, man. I have to be honest. I'm drained after all that excitement, man. I am... I'm literally drained, man. It's like, I'm drained. Okay, people want a $500 giveaway. People want a $500 giveaway. Should we do a $500 giveaway? Let's take a vote. Should we give away $500? We're taking a vote, guys. All right, we're taking that vote, man. Let's see. All right, yes, we are. Okay. 88% says yes. What a surprise. I'm so surprised. Okay, everybody subscribe to my channel right now. If you want to win $500, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay? And then you are going to... I'm going to go ahead and edit a video real quick behind the scenes here, because I have to make sure that every comment will get picked up immediately. Okay, so let's head on over here. I'm doing some things behind the scenes, guys. You know, just personal business up in here. Okay, because I do want to make sure that everyone has a fair chance. So okay, guys, I am going to post in the YouTube chat a link to a YouTube video. Go ahead to that YouTube video, okay? You need to comment on that video. First of all, you have to tell me your 1 rep max squat, okay? Your 1 rep max squat. And you also have to tell me your USDT ERC20 address, okay? So go to youtube.com. Go to the Jason Casper YouTube channel, hit subscribe, okay, make sure to hit subscribe, and it's this video right here, guys, this short right here, okay, the first one right there, the first short right here, this one, they hunted him down like an animal.
After SBF before they arrested him. Here's the footage.
Get back over here.
All right, go ahead and comment on this.
Like an animal, the police were chasing after SBF before they arrested him. Here's the footage.
Get back over here.
All right, and then we'll be doing a giveaway. We'll be doing a giveaway. Man, let's see what happens with this price action, guys. Bye, Starty Man. Have a good day, my friend. May God bless you. Comment what? Comment your USDT ERC20 address, guys. USDT address. ERC20. But you have to subscribe. Comment your address, guys. No, not your Bitcoin address. Your Tether address. Your Tether address. ERC-20 address. What should you say in the comment? Your max, 1 rep max squat. Alright, your 1 rep max squat. If you don't squat, make something up, man. Make something up, man. Then we're going to go and do a random comment picker. Okay, let's see if we're getting some comments coming in here. We're getting some comments, guys. We are getting some comments for sure. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do a random YouTube comment picker. We're gonna do this giveaway, guys. Shout out to Great Life. Great Life, man. What is going on, bro? Great Life is the winner. Now, guys, I am going to send this out after the stream, bro, because I cannot right now log into all my stuff. Okay, but I am going to send this to you, Great Life, after stream. Congratulations, Great Life. Everybody shout out Great Life as the Bitcoin price is continuing here to consolidate after the JP news. Shout out to Great Life, man. Yeah, no squat. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. People can't follow directions. That's okay. I don't expect it anyway. I don't expect it anyway. Well, let's see what happens here, guys. Okay, let's see what happens here. How's the chart looking? Oof. Looking bearish, guys. This is actually looking like bearish CVD forming right here. Just locally, because we have a whole bunch of longs. Well, not a whole bunch of longs. But we have longs opening up. And price is making lower highs. Okay, so this is considered bearish right here. And let's actually entertain what could happen here if we dump down. If this was a significant high. What are we looking at, right? What could we be looking at here? End of year dump? That would be very bearish. We don't get Santa rallies. I think it's once every 3 years that we get Santa rallies. Look at that. Can you imagine if we came up and we didn't even have the strength to hit the value area low of the range. We just graced it, right? We just missed it. Okay, well, let's take a look here. First of all, we know that the doorway to higher prices for Bitcoin is going to be this area right here. Okay, this green box between 18.6 and 19,150. That is key. First and foremost, that is key. Okay, so if we cannot even get to that level, we are in a clear downtrend. High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Is this simply just a lower high? Where is our lower low likely to come in? Well, guys, first of all, this bottom right here is not a very nice bottom for Bitcoin in the first place. Okay, it's not a very nice bottom for Bitcoin in the first place. And the reason is because we didn't really come down to any key areas of support, right? We really did not come down to any key areas of support. So, what I am looking at least below us, and I'm going to go to an older exchange right here, BTC USD, and we're going to go on Bitstamp. All right, over here on Bitstamp, we can already kind of see what I've got going on here. So, pretty much, guys, every single bear market bottom historically has been in between the 786 and the 886 fib. You guys can see that we are dancing on that 786 fib. So, what this means to me is the bottom is going to be somewhere likely in this zone right here, okay? Between the 886 and the 786. You know, deep down inside, I'm hoping for a Santa rally up and then a big move down. That is what I'm secretly hoping for. I'm still long, haven't closed it. Okay, I'm still smoking the hopium over here, guys. Ugh. Some strong hopium. Let me tell you, the hopium. Alright? That stuff will make you buy the dip all the way down. Okay? But here's the thing. We do have a very important area of resistance right here. Okay? Let's take out our ray tool. Just put it on the chart right here. Right? 13,880. This is a key area of resistance. Okay? And then also, guys, we do have this monthly order block right here at about 10,780. So this green box right here, between 13,880 and 10,780 is where I would like to put in a bottom. All right, when I say green box, I really mean a green box. So let's make our purple box green here. Okay, this is where I think a nice bottom could be. Now, there's also another scenario. Okay, the monthly time frame right now, money flow. I mean, Market Cipher B has not given us enough time, enough data to ever see money flow at this level before. Right now, this does not look good to me on the monthly time frame because VWAP has gotten so close to zero line, but it's reluctant to curve to the upside there. Okay, if we start to see the whoppy start to floppy, okay, the floppy whoppy, that could be pretty dang bearish. If money flow crosses over on the month, that could be extremely bearish, okay? So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen. I'm hoping that the zero line for the money flow acts as support. I'm hoping that we get a little splash under and then a splash back up, right? I was even hoping that we were going to get that rally, right? And then maybe even something like that. All right, so let's see what happens here, okay? We are holding the area pretty well. Like right now, are we starting to get a little bounce? Let's take a look. Let's go to the 12-minute. We are starting to get a little retracement here, guys. So, again, key areas to look out for. If this was a significant high, and remember, we were at a significant area of resistance, right? This is, I mean, the level itself, right? It's a key level. It is a key level, right? This is a short setup that we were looking at because it is a key level. But right now, if this is going to be a high, keep your eyes on this area between 18,100 and 18. Sorry, hang on. I gotta adjust my fib. 18,100 and 18,229. That is going to be important resistance above if we get a retrace back up there. All right, what is going on in chat here? One minute is CDW. Let's check it out. Check out our 1 minute chart. Yeah, technically 1 minute did get a CDW here, but what we didn't get is bullish divergences. Right, we did not get bullish divergences. And we do have some bearish looking CVD here. If we are unable to come above 17,840, that is bearish CVD. But let's see, guys. Let's see. I'm actually very curious just to see on the 1 minute time frame, where did most people... Interesting. Do I think trading risk versus reward is worth it? What do you mean, right? I like for right now? I don't know. Depends on your trading strategy and all that. But who won? Great Life won. He won the giveaway. And so after this stream, I'm going to be giving away. But guys, I am going to end the stream. We've been on for an hour and a half. It's been a good time. It's been a volatile time. It's been a crazy time. Guys, God bless everybody in the name of Jesus the Messiah. I don't take myself seriously in any way, but I do take my relationship with the Lord very seriously. And I do pray that everybody watching is very blessed in many ways. And so receive this blessing, guys. I'm going to say it in Hebrew. I'm going to say it in English. In Hebrew, the purpose of this blessing is that the Lord would place his name upon you and bless you. And it goes like this. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Yisrael, which means in English, may the Lord bless and protect you. May he cause his face to shine upon you. May he have grace upon you. And may he turn his face towards you and give you wholeness. In the name of Jesus the Messiah, the God of Israel. I do pray everybody's super blessed. Peace, y'all.